Okay, I think we are already on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. I'm here for one more English conversation. Just to explain a little bit before we start with the questions. Here at Talk and Talk, we are a platform where you can practice different languages as English, Spanish, French, Italian, and Chinese. Um, the conversation today is for every level, but the idea is talking just English to practice and getting used to the English. Before we start with the topic today, that is online dating, I will present myself, and after I choose one of you to do your presentation. This is really important to know how to talk about you in English and feel more comfortable um, talking about you as well. So I'm Fernanda. I live in São Paulo. I work as a Spanish teacher. And in my free time, I like to spend the time with my family, also read books and watch TV shows. I also guide some immersions here for French. And so I really like to study other languages, foreign languages. And I think that's it about me. And you, Pedro, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. My name is Pedro. I am 25 years old. I live in Belo Horizonte. So I also like to study some languages too. I study English and I study French too. But I feel I'm more advanced in English because French is, I think, new in my life. And so English, I try to have the conversations in the talk like one per day. But the French is a thing like I try to get in my schedule. But I like to understand other languages, and I work with design. And in my free time, I like to do some like outdoor exercise, like trekking, riding bike. That is myself, guys.
Oh, great. I didn't mention sports because I don't practice so much. But yeah, I think it's really cool when the person like these sports outside. It's really good. And what about you, Amanda? Could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm like you, Fê. I don't practice any sport, so I'm not going to mention that in my presentation. So I'm Amanda Oliveira. I live here in Minas Gerais, in the north, in Januária, in a small city. I'm not Mineira, but I'm living here like one and a half year ago, and I'm just loving it because it's a very calm place to live, so safe, so different from big cities, and this is very, very nice to be here. I did one career transition more or less 4 or 5 months ago for a QA engineer. Right now, I'm not working, so I still keep studying in my college for that as well. I like to talk with people in any language. I like to learn to new know cultures because my previous profession was like that. I used to work all over the world for 12 years. So I like this thing. And here in the Talk and Talk, I have this opportunity to talk with different people and to learn different language as well. I'm here as hosting English, Spanish, and learning French with you, Pecho. I'm trying to one day, maybe I can speak like you. And that's it about me.
I think if you participate in some more immersions, you will be ready for guiding the French immersions, Amanda. I think just maybe 1 month participating. I think it's okay for you to guide. Oh, great. And now, Daniel, could you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Denner Fonseca. I'm practicing with in talking talk to improve my English level to achieve the fluency. I need to get my English to because my career of I'm studying software engineering and it's important to in this career achieve the English because it's too easy to reach in career abroad. That good for us. And I already study English and Spanish and Japanese by myself. Only in writing, listening, and qual é o nome da outra? Reading, but I'm not have practice speaking in these studies. Then I decided to join to Talk for practice conversation and improve that part that I need. And it's going good for me to study this part in talk, and I try to focus more in English for having better benefit. And I like to train my English watching movies and playing games that it's necessary to involve in English, and I like to listen to music too.
Great dinner. You are in the right place for improving your English here. It's really good for that. Um, and I hope you are enjoying the platform. For me, it's really good for practicing. I really like this space to talk and meet new people. Guys, I think I will go for the questions. As I mentioned today, we will talk about online dating. So I go here for the first question. Do you think it's easier to meet people online or in person, and why? For me, as a shy person, I think it's easier meet online. Um, but for example, when I meet the person in person, after meeting her just online, it's really weird for me. Um, but in general, for having new friends, I think sometimes it's easier online. But it depends on the situation, I think. And what do you think, Amanda?
Well, I think here I'm the oldest person, so in my time, because I'm 43, so it's totally different. We didn't have this kind of of meetings, of apps that you can meet people like that online. My last date was in 2008, 2009. That it was with my husband. So I'm a kind of rusty in this aspect, okay? But for myself, the way I'm a shy person as well, but I don't think online would be easier for me. I think in person would be easier because, and usually in my work area, because now it's okay, I work from home, but before all my job was in person. And then you have more friends, you talk every day, and then after the friendship, you start to have the connections and you start to have something. So that was my thing, my way to meet boyfriends before. Usually all of them was in my work area. And my husband was with my in my work as well. And I need to meet very close the person. So online for me is so superficial. And people lie so much online. Not that in person we don't lie, right? Of course we lie. Everybody lies in person, but online, even the person itself, maybe too much filters, and you don't know if it is exactly what it is. You can see like from here to top. So you don't see the whole thing. If you hug the person, will be nice or not, if it's going to fit. Don't like it online. Maybe I'm old school, guys. I'm sorry, but for me, it must be in person. That's it.
Oh, great. No, no problem, Amanda. Everybody has its preferences. But I cannot. I don't think you are shy, Amanda. You are shy? Oh, okay. Uh, uh, and what about you, Daniel? What do you think about this question? For you, is it easier to meet people online or in person?
I in my person, I believe that is the same thing. I believe that are real person anyway, and speaking in person or online is the same thing. Because I can say in the past I was too much shy, and with the time I got over this obstacle, and I learned to uh, speak more and talk more to other people, and I guess that not exist in difference between conversations online or in person. For me, it's the same thing when we are shy, I guess.
Yeah, if the conversation uh flows, I don't know if it's right. If the conversation goes on online, I think in person maybe it's the same. I understand. And now, Pedro, what do you think?
So in my opinion, it's easier meeting a new people online because it's a space like everybody can get in, and sometimes like you can get know some people that you not see in other moments. So for example, you moved to other city that you don't know anyone there, and you install some app of dating or other things like you can meet another people, and in this space you can get to know about more people. Like you don't have like for example have a situation to get to connect with these people. So in my case, I think it's easier. But I agree with the idea of the video because like nowadays, like some apps and some people that get in these types of apps, it's like yeah, just a game. Like it's some like filtering and like to get like oh, if these people don't have like these, I will not answer there. And you can just connect with some people like a match, for example, like some apps do, but you don't get know about these people because he don't answer you because you don't match in something like specifically. So but yeah, I think it's easier because like it's a free space to get know about more people.
Yeah, and one question, Pedro, when you are in a space that you need to have interaction with other people, you have difficulties, you feel with a little bit of shame of talking with people, or for you it's okay?
So I have to evolve the situation about myself because I was so much shy. But the situations of my life because I moved to so much cities during my life. So when I moved to other city, I had to get know with more people or I will be alone. So I have to romp this barrier. So in my case, nowadays I feel I a little shy, but not like something like for example, I had to resolve some situation. I get to discuss with another people and get informations. For me, it's easier now. But when I was younger, I feel like oh my god, it's my nightmare.
Yeah, that's good that some that you are more used by interacting. It's really good. It it's bad when we are shy and this make us mm, stop us. I don't know of doing the things. It's really bad. Oh, great. Guys, I think I go for one more question. Um, Pedro, I continue with you. Could you please read the next question and answer?
Yes. In your opinion, what are the advantages of online dating? So in my opinion, that is what I said before. It's because like you can get know more about people, like a resume of the people, like you can connect and have some topic you want to talk about. Because like for example, Amanda could tell more about like the old school way, but like for example, we saw some romance in some movies like this, like some relationship started like with the people going to the supermarket and for some reason he starts to talk when this get some relationship like get some subject start to talk and that get but in reality it's real different like if you have a connect with other people you have to get some connection with you another way and this connection will get stronger with the time like history of the little princess like with the time you captivate my rose and I think like it's a real intense but the advance is like you have like some topics you can start a conversation and have more people like disponible for you talking but in reality like I talk some algorithms don't work.
Oh, it's like in some apps related to online dating, maybe you have more options to choose, right? The person you want to start talking. I think it's an advantage too. Maybe, don't know. And what do you think, Daniel?
I believe that exist many advantages of the online dating because we have the opportunity to know other people of other regions. Like in my case, I know the people of India and their culture that I like too much. People of United States that insights about my career of technology, and we can out a little bit of our cycle when we can know other cycles of persons and opinions and cultures and different geographic locations, and it's a good advantage of the online datings in meetings.
Yeah, sure. And now, Amanda, what do you think about this question?
It's interesting to listen to their opinions about what's the advantage because, as I said, I'm totally different from this. Because, for example, I used to work in cruise ships, right? The last cruise ship I worked, it was like 2 years ago. We have on board around 2,200 crew members, only crew members, not talking about guests. And the crew members, we were from different nationalities. So on board for 7, 8 months, we used to have more than 2,000 people there every day to talk and from different cultures. We were from 90 different nationalities. Okay. So if I want to meet people from India, from Japan, from US, Spain, Argentina, whatever country, I can just sit in their table or maybe going in the elevator to my section, to my working area. I could talk with different people. And when you see when your eyes close the other person's eyes, maybe there is a match. For me, I really like this contact, the real contact. But as the guy said, it can be one advantage to see more people. The the menu is more you have more people on the menu for you to choose. But I really prefer in person because I like to see the person. Sometimes the person you see online use one perfume, or there is the person smell is different. We have our personal smell. And sometimes when you meet or have your first date, real date with this person from online, maybe there is smell of the person don't match with what you like. So I really prefer to stay in person, but maybe to see the menu can be good. Is an advantage as they just said. But I just took my opinion from their opinion because I don't have more. I don't see more advantages.
Yeah, I don't know if the others had this experience, like meeting a person that you used to talk just online. Um, just a curiosity, my husband, I met him on Facebook. That's one reason I choose this topic. I wanted to talk about it, know more about others' opinion, and the first date is really strange, like meet the person you normally just speak by message. So I understand what Amanda said. The first impression can be different. You feel nervous and leave the only the online for meet the person and be like a real dating is really complicated. I think in the beginning can be for the people. um that's it. Guys, I think I'll go
Okay.
for more
But I
yes.
have a question for you. But now I have a question for you because now that I know your date, your
Oh,
husband is
okay.
like that, so now I have a question. So as I just mentioned that sometimes the first impression in the first meeting can be different from the reality or from the online. So looks like your first date with your husband was a good match in person as well.
I don't remember so much. I think I was too nervous, but I felt good things about the first date. I don't know. It wasn't like so a date. We just talked a little bit. But it was good. I felt a good impression, I think.
Ah, that's great.
But it took a time after we start really dating, because we didn't have so much time that time to start dating. We had some other things, but we took a time going out sometimes after start really dating. But the first impression was good. Yes.
That's great. That was a real match then.
Yes. And I don't know, guys, if you know, my husband is host here also for English. You didn't know, Amanda? Oh, okay. Is Lucas. He's a host here for English too. So first, I didn't force it. I just said, try to practice English, and he liked the platform, and he is a host too for English. Um, oh, we are like a couple that likes to practice English too. It's really good. I think maybe we should practice more at home. I know Amanda practices a lot English, right? With your kids and your husband. I need to
Yeah,
learn more with you, Amanda.
because because my husband is not Brazilian, so and he was lazy
Mm.
to learn Portuguese. And I want my son to be bilingual. So I just say, okay, it's easier for me to teach one kid than teach one adult. So I teach my son. And then after that, inside our house, we only speak English. We don't know another language. Even if now my husband speaks Portuguese, inside our house, only English, no matter which country. So you and Lucas should do the same. Come on. You are bilingual, trilingual, trilingual.
I will start with this because it can help a lot to improve. I think I go for one more question, guys. Let me see. Mm, uh, I think I will go for the next one. Do you think people normally lie about their characteristics in online dating? And which type of characteristics? Oh, this word is difficult. The person lies about. I think the person can lie. I used to watch I don't know if it's a TV show called Catfish that they use it to meet some people that use it to lie on online dating, on online chats about the characteristics. Normally, the person don't want to talk by video or is always busy to talk by phone or things like that. I think it's some kind of live just to not uh, put yourself in contact, real contact with the person. Normally about characteristic physics, I think people can lie, use photos from other people. I think normally about physical characteristics that people lie just to feel more attractive for other people. That's it, what I think. And what do you think, Tanner, about this question?
I believe that it's possible of people lying about ourselves in online meetings because they have the in many times the para falar é, to impress someone, and this form they tend to lie about their physical characteristics, professional characteristics mainly in social medias, and is normal of the human being to do, and it's in I believe that using one of the problems of online meetings that people have to be careful about.
Yeah, I didn't thought about profession, but it's something that people lie to about. Say, oh, I have a good position, I'm rich, I have a lot of money. It can be a lie, right? Um, and now I think Amanda, what do you think about this question? Do you agree with Tanner or with me?
I agree, but even in person, those people, some people, no, about their appearance cannot lie, but about jobs, they can lie a lot. Imagine online that the person is not there next to you, so you can say whatever you want. You can say that you have a house. You can hear me? My connection is bad now. Yeah. I think for sure the person lies. For example, they can hide some stuff is because we in the picture, you can put many filters you want. I know that in person we put makeup and we use not only us women but men also and use some certain things like cinta to make some parts of your body smaller to show in the first meetings. So we do this in person. So for sure online people will do that even more because you have filters to help you and you can hide very easy. I agree with you.
And you know someone that like do this in person, like to that lies about characteristics or no, Amon?
Yeah, I know one girl, one friend that she was already pretty, but sometimes you have a little bit extra fat in your belly area, and she wants to hide from him. I said, okay, you can hide in the first meetings, but one if you really like this guy and he like you, one day he's going to discover that you have something in your belly area. You need to like the way you are. But she still went with the thing that you cover everything because she say that look at nice with the dress. So okay, it's up to you. But if it was me, hmm, only makeup. Makeup is nice to have sometimes, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Uh, and now, Pedro, what do you think about this question?
So I believe like in every area in your life we have sometimes to hide some things, like for example your CV you don't have to put like some things that are bad for you and I think like the I don't like the idea like some apps doing like showing us like some menu, like for example like I will to pick you just because that and that. I don't like this idea. That's the reason that I get off from these apps because I think so much people thinks like that way, and I don't believe in that. And I agree with you about it. Like some physical characters can hide. Like for example, they hide for some people. Like if he, I think for men it's bad because like uh we saw some women like saying like, so I like just woman with one meter and 80 centimeters. Like if you don't have it, you don't put like your real weight, and you just will don't lie, but you don't put that in your bill, for example. But I think you have to increase your good characters, and you can hide some characters. But I believe in a relationship that will increase and will be more solid. I think the honesty is the key. So if you real want to participate in this type of apps, you have to be honest about yourself. And I think if some other people like your for what you real are, I think that could be work. But if it just some fluid relationship, I don't believe like it will gonna work.
Yes, I agree with you. I think we need to be honest. And there are some characteristics that people will just not say in the first talks, in the first conversations, maybe, but will not lie. We do that also, like, oh, we just say good things about us. Even here in our presentation, we just say good things, right? We'll not say bad things about us. So. I think we do this in person too, in other moments too. Great. Everybody answered this one, right? Okay. I think I will go for one more here. I think the question number 9 is good. What are some red flags to watch out on dating online? In my opinion, I think maybe when the person doesn't want to do like I don't know how to say this, but uh chamada de vídeo with you, maybe it's something to take attention. If the person start to always make some excuses to see you in person. I'm saying these things by the experience of watching catfish that I see it's like a pattern of things that the person normally does when the person is lying. Normally it's about this, oh, don't have time now, I'm working or anything just to not meet the person. So I think these are one of the red flags that you need to take attention. uh, but I think if the person is in this kind of app, maybe normally I think people are honest because they want to meet someone that can be interesting. So I for me it doesn't make sense being in some app for dating and lie. So For me, it doesn't make any sense. What do you think, Amanda?
Well, I think the regarding catfish also is this red flag is true. If the person don't want to open the video, never want to do a video call, never can do a meeting in person. It's true. It's true. Can be a very good sign. I don't know if in those apps you can say that if you smoke, for example. I don't have prejudice with person that smoke. You can smoke as my friend, as my family, as my neighbor, as my brother, but not as my date. For example, there is an option there where, that I can put, for example, I don't want a smoker, a cigarette smoker. I mean, if there is an option, I will put that option also because this is a big red flag for me because I don't like no prejudice, guys. If you smoke, it's okay. As a friend, I can stay nearby, but I cannot kiss one ashtray because look like this kissing one ashtray. Not that I ever kiss a ashtray, of course, but I think this could be the biggest red flag for me, for myself, for my person. Yeah, that's it.
And you enjoy it, Amanda? Catfish? You watch it? Use it to watch?
Yeah, I used to watch before because on board they play those channels. I don't have here, I don't watch here at home, but I used to watch with my roommate, and it was funny because sometimes it's totally when they catch, right? It was really fake. So that's why the person never want to meet because it was really how those people never think it was fake. They really think it was a real person, was in love and this and that. How come? I cannot be so innocent like that. But I don't trust.
Yeah, I thought the same while I was watching. Like, oh, it's not so difficult to see that it's not real. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Um, Now, Pedro, what do you think about this question?
So about the Amanda said like you have some filter and something like to put like I am smoking, I'm not smoking. I believe they have the now, but in the past don't have. But it's a optional like the optional tag, so you can put if you are not or if you are, but it's not like I forgot the name. I forgot like it's a demand
Mandatory.
mandatory exactly. Thanks. But I think a really red flag for me is about like photos because like for example, if you start to meet some people and just have one photo or two, and you will like, well, why these people don't have photos and don't share your social media? We know they have some people that are low profile and don't want to share so much photos. Like for example, for me, like my Instagram nowadays is just about my that pictures that I took, not about photos about myself that have like one or two, but don't have so much. But when you saw some people like don't share so much photos and your bio is like so equal that the another ones, you will be like, oh my gosh, that's real. And the other thing, like I think, like for example, some red flag, real dangerous if you don't be catch because like for example we know even in your real life we have some games like for example I will not meet someone that I don't know in the first talking. We had some time to like to get some connection, and they will be confident about other people like I want to meet these people, I want to have some date or something like that. But I think it's really strange, like for example, someone that you talk but you don't talk too much, and the people want to meet with you and choose some place that is not public, and it can be dangerous. In this time, I think it's real dangerous. So it is a real big red flag for me. Like if the people want to meet you if some place weird in the first conversations, let have a pulga atrás da orelha.
Yeah, it's true. And other thing, maybe when the person posts a lot of photos in the same day, there's something like that also. In the profile, there's a lot of photos for the same day. I already saw this in some profiles, and I think, oh, it's really a fake, it's not a real person. And now, Daniel, what do you think about this question? What are some red flags to watch out on dating online?
I believe that exist many red flags that we have to be careful about, like people that don't share your social media, don't share many personal informations about yourself, and people that try to know about your financial condition, and in many cases that then ask for money that is an black flag already. I can give other examples like people that you don't share many informations about yourself, and say of past relationships negatively, and it can show that they are heavy hard forms of relationships. It's can harmful. I believe that is many examples of red flags.
Yeah. Maybe people like are more with more attention about it nowadays. Uh, maybe I think it's more difficult. Maybe like being, don't know, have these problems with people that lie. I don't know. What do you think, Tanner? Do you think it nowadays is difficult for people uh have been achieved for these lies?
I believe that is possible of people lie about it.
Yeah, yeah. Guys, we have just some minutes to finish. I will not do more questions. Just wanted to know from you how was today's conversation. So, for you, Daniel, how it was today? Did you like? What did you learn today?
I liked too much of this conversation of this theme of online dating, because it's important we have more uh, conversation about this theme. It is too important of in this present, and will be more important in the future, because the technology it's evolving each day, and it's more will more uh, common in our life, and we have to learn more about them to use them more with more caution, and prevent red flags, and learn how to know other people, and it's more important to us.
Yes, yes. I'm glad that you liked the conversation, Daniel. Thank you for being here. And for you, Pedro, how it was today?
Was an interesting topic because I think we can have like a different points of view about that. Because like nowadays, I'm more static about this topic. Like in later, I believed more, but nowadays I don't believe it like so much. I think so much people like treating that like a game. Yeah, I really like the video because someone like treating like the that game like some menu, and the relationship is it's easier. It's difficult like to get more involved in this time. But I like the conversation. I like this sharing of informations, and that is I really like.
Oh, thank you, Pedro. And now, Amanda, how it was for you today?
Was a great conversation. In the beginning, I was a little bit confused because I'm not aware. I know, of course, about this technology, but it's something that I really don't use at all. But it was so interesting. I learned a lot about this new technology with you guys. And even if I'm not going to use, I have one son that he's 10 years old now. And for sure, he's already, in his generation, it's going to be more, as you said, you mentioned, it's going to be very useful. So for sure, those teenagers, so I need to be prepare myself to try to guide him or to give my advices for him how to manage, how to deal with that. Because as a mom, I'm worried now about his future, and this topic was just great for me as a mom. Okay, not as a person because I'm not going to use it, but it's very interesting. I really like it.
Oh, great. Thank you, Amanda, for your comments. I'm really glad that you like it. And I will finish here. We just have just some minutes to finish the time we have. So thank you, Amanda, Pedro, Denner. It was a pleasure having you here in this conversation. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you to see you again in some other conversations here for English too. Okay, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
bye. Bye
Bye,
bye,
Have a good
guys.
guys.
week.